So, silly little problem. This is a MX5 ND right-hand drive, but my seatbelt doesn't retract very well. This is my investigation so far. It's just like just remove the paneling here. It's a few of these kind of clips, and it's exposed fairly easy. But this is what happens, you know. I normal retract and I let go, and then this is not retracting properly. So what I'm doing is looking to see, well, what could be causing that. Well, you can see it pulls out of the reel there. If I pull it at this point, this one here, it retracts really well. So the problem doesn't seem to be the retraction reel at all, but this point here, and there's really nothing much there. It's just some friction as it passes a 180-degree turn at this point. So all I'm going to do is try some silicone spray on that to see whether it improves it. This is what I'm going to use. Don't use any other type, it will smell. This stuff is fairly benign. I think people use it for like wetsuits and so on. So I've snapped the seatbelt back in the seat just to hold it up out of the way, and then here we go, just a little spray of silicone. Let's see if that does the job. No, it's the same. I found this kind of like kind of coating, something that was coming off on the underside, on that, what would you call it, I suppose, a bearing, a slipper, I don't know. Anyway, it was on that, some kind of plastic coating. I assume it might be PTFE from the factory or just paint, I have no idea. And if you look more closely, see on the top there are some kind of holes. You see that hole there? And there's one on the other end as well. Those are rough. It's grabbing the seatbelt. There is not a smooth surface. I'm going to see what I can do to clean that up. So I found a little needle file. Don't use a knife. You might cut the web of your seatbelt or nick it, which isn't a good idea. So carefully, don't nick your seatbelt. I'm just going to smooth that off. You can see it's definitely proud. And that looks like it's plastic actually, that whole thing. So I might get some emery paper on it after this as well. On the side. A bit fiddly to do all this with one hand while holding the phone with the other. There we go. Be careful not to nick the seatbelt. Feels a bit better. But it's still not retracting. So I've put silicone spray on everything, and I've removed the high points, and still it's not retracting properly. How disappointing. Well, it's better than it was. Almost finished. So, I don't know, it retracts very well from here. Really, really well. But that a little bit of additional tension and going around the 180 bend at the top is just not enough tension on it. I wonder if I'll get my emery paper on it next. Let's see what I can do. 1500 grit. I'm just going to see if I can smooth off the other side. Well, I'm sorry if I'm not pointing the camera in the right way. There we go. A little spray of silicone. Yes, that's got it. So, the summary is, it's just friction on this point up here, where it wraps around 180 degrees. All you got to do is sort that friction out, and the job's done.